testimony, God references the law that he gave to Moses as the testimony. In other words, when God gave the 10 commandments and he calls them the testimony, I'll give you the scriptures, it's in Exodus. He is saying to Israel, while you walk through the wilderness, in fact, for the rest of your life, this law that I have given you is my legal evidence. It is my witness of who I am. So if you want to understand me, if you want to put paid, if you want to make a judgment in the earth as to who I am, look at my laws. My law is not just my covenant of love with you. It is me telling you what I am and what I am able to do, so that as you walk in the world, you can make a correct judgment as to who I am. But again, our brains and life has given us or taught us to look at the 10 commandments and see them as imkoko, as restrictions, and not as God testifying or witnessing as to who he is. And so because we see them as restrictions, as laws, rather than God's evidence that he exists, evidence of his love, evidence of his goodness, then we experience the 10 commandments as restrictions. We are like prisoners following orders, rather than individuals making a judgment and saying the case is closed. There is no argument. The God of heaven has given this law as a testimony of his goodness and his nature. Therefore, I can face the world. Therefore, I can live in Zimbabwe. Therefore, I can face tomorrow because of the law of the Lord. In fact, Psalm 119 is full of phrases that talk about your law is my delight. Imagine saying that, I love the 10 commandments. When was the last time you said that?